Director at FINTRAIL, and I'm here with Gareth Narinesingh of MyTech to discuss reusable digital identities. Did you know that the average internet user holds over 190 password-protected online accounts? We all know the familiar story of entering your personal information, verifying your email, confirming your identity, and then doing it on repeat for every new online service. It's time-consuming and we all get tired of it. So can this process be simplified? Enter the holy grail of reusable digital identity. It's being talked about by everyone, from government departments to regulated financial services to nightclubs trying to keep their licenses and keep out underage drinkers. It brings to the digital world something that already exists in the physical world, a way for individuals to hold and control a proof of identity that they can show to anyone, anywhere. As a new technology revolution approaches, high hopes fall on those organisations that have already helped shape digital identity with e-signatures, identity verification and KYC schemes. With demand for innovation and smooth user experiences, the future of digital identity calls for portability and reusability. In the UK, an FCA regulatory sandbox pilot has met with positive results, confirming that a reusable digital identity solution has been proven with market participants. This pilot has demonstrated that reusable identity not only provides consumers with a better onboarding experience with greater control over their data, but can improve onboarding times and reduce associated costs. I'm here with Gareth Narinesingh, Head of Digital Identity at MyTech. So Gareth, how far off are we from wide-scale use of reusable digital identities and digital wallets?
Hi Maya, thanks for having me. It's a really good question. Well, it has to be said that the identity community, who are some of the brightest minds in tech, have been asking the same question of themselves for years. The only answer I can give you is that I believe we have now entered into the early adoption phase. The technology is here, the use cases are apparent, large institutions and governments are now getting ready for the market to move, as evidenced through government policies in many developed countries, and large-scale pilots being run under trust frameworks all over the world. The missing piece of the jigsaw is that we need to show consumers and citizens just what digital identity means for them and how it can improve their experience of the digital world and their lives generally. A big factor is making very clear that digital identity adoption is not one and the same thing as a national ID scheme, and evidencing to them that their data is held securely and privately such that no one else can access it, and that monetization of their personal information has never been in the business model. Eventually, you'll be able to use your digital identity, whether in the form of an app on your mobile, or perhaps an encrypted attribute securely stored in the cloud, for hundreds of use cases and services, from checking into a hotel to boarding a flight, opening a bank account, or buying a bottle of wine. It will make our lives simple and convenient, meaning we can do more from our own homes, eradicate the need for passwords, make the services we use more customised, and most importantly, keep our children safe from the dangers of online harm. I mean, who wouldn't see the value in all of this? Various reusable identity market reports project that the total addressable market is expected to grow to somewhere between 50 billion and 250 billion by 2027. The EU expects that 80% of its citizens, that's 400 million people, will be using identity wallets daily by 2028. There is no doubt that when this does take off, it's going to be huge, and the practical applications for it will extend into our daily lives.
So what do you think will tip it over into widespread use? Will the push come from consumers, businesses, or the government?
My hunch is that the market will kickstart with anonymous proof of age, or age verification, as the catalyst use case. We will see a critical mass of 16 to 18-year-olds use digital identity because they'll need to prove how old they are online, and these guys will be the first generation to adopt and use digital identity regularly. It's this demographic who will begin to realise the true value in a secure digital identity, and from that point there won't be any turning back. I think there's just an acceptance amongst Generation Z that most of their lives will be spent in the digital realm, so we need to pay sharp attention to the rise of the metaverse and Web3 use cases here. We're pretty sure that identity will become a fundamental factor in this regard. once we have a critical mass of this young and tech-friendly demographic looking for new and improved ways to use their identity to get access to services and products through identity wallets, then we will very quickly see businesses moving to accept digital identity within a trusted digital marketplace where identity is at the core of processing customer transactions. Of course, this will all need to be supported through legislating the UK's Digital Identity Trust Framework, which is scheduled to happen during the current parliamentary sitting.